My name is Michael Bailey. I'm located in Macclesfield. But I've had glaucoma for 37 years. It's now got to a stage where it's advanced glaucoma. So obviously 2 years ago I had a massive visual field loss. Woke up one morning and just couldn't see anything out of one eye and very little out of the other. It just sort of was rapid. So obviously got quite stressed and, you just don't know what to do at that point, apart from we just called the Manchester Hospital and went down back there and they checked me over and told us exactly what was going on. It was quite a stressful time for me and my wife. For a start, I was a self-employed builder, so obviously when I went down to the hospital, they just said the vision field loss is just coming so massively. We don't want you to drive, obviously, from this point on. We don't want you to do your job. Everything was going, spinning round. We didn't know how to take it all in actually at the time. It was just took us a time to process it all, really. Since that's happened, I've been back for more checkups on my eyes, and they keep reviewing me and just sort of doing more tests and being monitored very closely. And since that point, I've sort of joined the Eye Society and joined a lot of the social groups. My wife saw the advert for the Eye Society, and it was quite, when you want to go in somewhere, you're thinking it's a big step, but obviously we're going in, it was really helpful. And sort of, when we went out, we felt a lot more at ease, and we knew that there was quite a bit of help you could get. But it's like a massive life change and different style of things where you do stuff. But it was a really good experience, and it was the best thing we ever did, actually, to go in and just see what you could be doing. I spoke to Helen, the Eye Society, and she went through various, like the bus passes and stuff like that, and what you could get, things you could do, and sort of their organisation, what they did, their social groups, and they told us everything possible that they could to help us. When we left and came back home, we felt that there's something there that you can do. You've got to change your life around, but there's stuff there that you can do, and they really, I'd recommend it to anybody. It's the best thing we did was going in there. Well, at the moment, the suggestion was made, like the social groups, they have walking groups, they've been having arts classes, and they've started a bowling group, and they have like various VIP groups that have different functions on every week. And what I said I'd do would try them, and then everybody's different, so you try it. If it's not for you, you try something else. But I've ended up joining about 4 or 5 of the groups, and it's great for my wife because she can go off and do things herself. I can go off and do things. I'm doing stuff that I've never done before, quite honest, and it's really, really good to do things, because otherwise I think you can either sit at home and you just go down and you don't do anything, or you get out and do something. And because these services are offered, you've got the opportunity to do it as much as you want. Basically, the first thing I noticed, like, you've been used to walking around and doing stuff, and you tend to walk into things and fall over things. I've got some, obviously they helped me with I had a white stick at first, but now I've got a white cane. People give you a bit more, they know what the situation is. Other people give you a bit of room, and it's getting used to adjusting to something you've not done before. But with the train I've had for the white cane and stuff, it gives you confidence to sort of try and just do things and not just sit down and deteriorate, you just sort of do stuff like that. But obviously, not being able to jump in your car and go where you want is a dramatic thing, and going to work every day for the last 46 years and then not being able to go is like gone from like one routine to another. And obviously your family's got to adjust with you. It's not just yourself, you're putting an impact on your family members as well, but you've got to learn to adjust to it. And with a bit of help from everybody, at the Eye Society, you can always, get somebody to ring up for you or whatever, and there's always somebody that can sort of give you some advice or point you in the right direction and try and solve the problem for you. When we go shopping, I have to go with my wife because I'm a celiac, so I have to have everything gluten-free. And one of the things, like, it's the queuing up, and it makes it more difficult getting around. You can't, at one time, you could shop, the staff in the shops would come up to you and ask if you needed any assistance, but now obviously they can't do that. So that's one side of it. It's been quite, and obviously the other side is everything to do with the Eye Society. All the groups have all obviously been cancelled, so we're not meeting people the same. We are having 1 or 2 conference calls to sort of get the groups together a bit, but there's only like a few of us. So obviously that's the main thing, because you've been used to going to various VIP groups, maybe 2 or 3 every week, and now you've gone down to none. So it has impacted quite a bit. The advice I'd give is go to your local eye society or help group. First thing you do is just try and process it the best you can, but as soon as you can, go and make an appointment and go and see one of your local self-help groups and see what's available. And there are things that you still can do. There are other people in the same situation as yourself. You're not alone. If you go to these groups, you find that everybody's slightly different. I think I'm the only one with the glaucoma situation, but others have got other sight issues. So you tend to talk and find out how it affects them and affects you. Gives you a bit more confidence going out and speaking to them. So anybody it happens to is you need to sort of do that. Don't try and deal with it yourself and just sort of do as much as you want. Try one or two things, join one or two groups. If it doesn't work out, just do what you feel comfortable with and just keep going. And there's still things you can do. That's the main thing. You're not alone in it at all.